Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yam Khan Shuru Saab, Provincial Minister for Planning and Development and Irrigation. Ali Rashid Saab, Special Assistant to the Chief Minister on Science and IT. Our guests here from Google, Mr. Mazen Abdullah, Ms. Alex Gallen, Umar Farooq, who have been meeting a lot in the last few years. Our host here, Dr. Tufail, Dr. Tariq Rafi, Dr. Sharosh Lodi, faculty, the NED University, students, vice chancellors from other universities, provincial secretaries. Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon. It's always a delight to be back here at the NED University. I've spent some years of my life here, and I owe a lot to this institution because I got a lot of knowledge from here, and it's always a pleasure coming back here, and it's an added pleasure to be here today on this important occasion where we've inaugurated the first Google Gemini for Education Center at the NED University. I recall from my days here, when we joined the NED University, there used to be a computer center. It was a room where we were not allowed to go inside. We would only punch cards and submit it to them. They would run those. This is how we started. But then things started changing, even during the 4 or 5 years that I was here. Supposed to be here for 4 years, took us 5.5. We were just slow learners, I believe. And we started, the calculators were there, and we had programmable calculators. Being a student of civil engineering, I had a passion for structural engineering at that time. And I was just jotting down the calculators or the programmable calculators during the few years at NED that I had acquired. It was the Texas Instrument. It was TI-58C or TI-59, I've forgotten the number I had. Then Casio came up with a pocket computer. It was the Casio 702P. And I remember using that, and then Sharp at that time came up with a machine called PC-1500. It was a big handheld, which used to program in BASIC. From those days, and we didn't need to go to the computer center at all, because these small machines on our hand would do more than those big mainframe computers. And that is how computing has moved. And today, we were in a room where you were connected to the world. So it's not just peers, and you can compete with the world. So things have changed, and it's good that I'm here at the NED University to see this change over the years. I'm grateful to Google for having this first center here. What I'd like to do is, and I'll commit the Government of Sindh's resources for this, to replicate this in all public sector universities in the province. Apart from that, we have built a youth center in each district. And the youth center, the objective of this youth center was a place where the youth of the city or the district could go and have opportunities to play games, interact, have a library, have a computer center. And what I propose is, and I'll ask the IT Minister to work on this, to have a Google Gemini Center in each of these youth development centers. We've got 30 of them. We've got the space, and this is, we can take this to the next level. We've started with NED University, but we can really take it forward. In terms of the Government of Sindh's initiatives towards getting our youth interested in IT, giving them the platforms, giving them the resources, we started the People's Information, what was called People's PITP, a People's University Technology Program. And we have, last year we had allocated 500 million rupees for it. And because of its success, we added another 900 million rupees, and we spent 1.4 billion rupees last year on this. This year, which starts today, the financial year, the allocation for the PITP is 2 billion rupees. And inshallah, I'm sure that I forgot one story. After those small, handheld machines which we got in our second year of our studies here, I got a computer which nobody would even know. I think people of my age would probably know about. It was a Commodore 64. And you had to hook it up with a television, and in order to store your program, it came with a cassette player. People don't even know what cassettes are any longer. Came with a cassette player, and once you program it, you'd had to transfer it to the cassette tapes and take it back. And then a colleague of ours went out and he got an Apple II. I think it was Apple IIe at that time. And he would do wonders with it. So this is how fast I also consider myself not that old. I'm old, but not that old. But I've seen all this in my life. So thank you very much. It is really important for us because there's no dearth of talent in our country. It's only opportunities that we've not been able to give them. And inshallah, with centers like this, the opportunity will be there. They'll be connected to the world. They don't have to. I was in a discussion earlier today, and Umar had made a statement in his opening remarks that he said was that we just need to build the foundation, and then the student can learn. And we were in a room where all the university vice chancellors were sitting, and I told him that you're putting all the universities out of business because the students would no longer, they just need to have a strong foundation. Because what I understand is that, and I'd given this example before in that room earlier, what I learned of AI a few decades ago, it was defined as to teach computers to do things at which humans at the moment are better. That was the first definition that struck me, I remember. And give you an example, computers a few years ago, or even now for that matter, can do a 6-digit multiplication or division in nanoseconds. Humans can't. But a computer could never tell you, if you sit in front of a computer and ask him, who am I? He would not be able to tell you, but somebody who knows me, a human, would immediately know. So what I did just now, sitting here, is I got my Gemini account a few moments ago. So I posted my picture and I said, who's this? And Gemini came back, the person pictured in image is Syed Murad Shah, he's the Chief Minister of Sindh. So I went on, I said, tell me more about him. And it's given me half a page. The first sentence is wrong. And the reason that it is wrong is because that's the information that is floating around. My date of birth is 11th of August. But somehow somebody wrote it the American way as 9/11. 8/11, sorry. So, public records show my date of birth is November 8th. And I got a lot of birthday messages on November 8th also. So, again, AI is still not perfect. It can make mistakes. And that is where you need humans to make sure. So, I'm grateful these modern Chromebook devices, which are cloud-based ecosystems, will enable collaborative learning and innovation. And I'm sure that we'll make use of it. And as I said, the government of Sindh will put all its resources available. And we strongly believe in investing in education, in technology. As I told you, in the last few years, we started this PITP program initially in 2024-25. So this is the third year now that we'll be continuing with it, and inshallah we've been putting in more money. One thing that I want to do, and Ali Rashid just told me, they've been very successful. There's a girl from Jamshoro, which is my home district, who learned this. She's a daughter of a rickshaw driver, and she made so much. She made money and she bought a new rickshaw for her father. So these are stories that we want to replicate, and inshallah, the youth are the future. All we need to give them are the skills, the opportunity, and that is what they'll take this country to the next level. So once again, thank you very much. It's a pleasure as always to be here, and inshallah, I look forward to opening more of these Google centers around the province, in public sector universities and in our youth centers. Thank you very much.